Hello guys, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing great. So in today's video, we have an unboxing. I have a fragrance here from the house of Une Nuit Nomade, which is a French perfume brand. They've been on my radar for, I would say, the last year, and I've been meaning to order a sample set, one of their discovery sets, and I never got around to it. I was also a little bit reluctant because I wasn't sure if a lot of the fragrances were in the sweet, sort of gourmand territory, but I have been gravitating towards slightly sweeter fragrances. As the weather has gotten a little bit cooler, I've been sort of craving fragrances that might be a little bit on the sweeter side, but without being sugary and sticky and too gourmand and too sweet. So I never did end up purchasing the discovery set, and then decided to purchase blindly Estrella de la Mañana. So I have it here. And the reason that I chose this one, which by the way, this is an extrait, the 3 extraits I think were released in 2024, and I think they're all by the same perfumer. So the reason that I went for Estrella de la Mañana is the way it was described, what I've read, what it sounds like. I'm under the impression that it's a sort of dark take on a vanillic fragrance with cacao and birch. I think it's smoky, and it sounds like it's on the darker side of a sweet, maybe slightly gourmand fragrance, but I've never smelled it. I'm looking forward to getting my nose on this one. So let's unbox this. So it looks like there's an outer sort of box here. Oh, okay, so this opens like this. Okay, so there are another 2 boxes here. So the interior box opens. And then comes like this. Very nice packaging. It seems really rich. I love the shape of this cap. Oh, the cap is very heavy. It's not magnetic, but it's a very heavy cap. The bottle is substantial, and I like the lettering on this bottle. So all of that is great. The packaging looks beautiful. So let's get this out of the way and see what this smells like. So I'm not wearing anything at the moment. Oh, this is really nice. This is a deep, rich fragrance right from the get-go. It definitely has a good dose of vanilla, but it does seem like a cacao, darker take on a sweet fragrance. I know there's benzoin in here as well. It smells rich. It smells dark. It smells like a cacao, resinous, vanillic fragrance. It does smell very warm. It's not gourmand in the sense that it's edible. I like that it's not like an edible, sugary gourmand fragrance, but it definitely is in the category of gourmand. It's just not sugary gourmand, and it's not like a vanilla pod. And I like that it's on the sort of darker side of things. As a scent profile, you can sort of feel the warmth, just even as a first impression. It's clearly a warm, darker fragrance. In terms of the birch in here, I can't say that it's coming off too smoky. And I don't see any similarity to Chanel's Le Lion, which I saw in Parfumo as a fragrance compared to this one. It does not smell like Le Lion. I mean, maybe there's like the slightest hint if you try hard, and it's just a different fragrance. There's something natural smelling about the cacao in here as well. Something almost a little bit green, like I'm getting a cacao pod. So it's really nice. I'm liking my first impression. It's a little sweeter than I thought because the descriptions that I got about this fragrance made it sound smokier and darker and maybe even more challenging. And while it's not like some sugary, sweet, like cooking vanilla, it's definitely a darker take. What I'm getting the most in here is the cacao, which I like. It's nice. I know there's benzoin in here. I'm not picking up anything super resinous. Maybe as the fragrance dries down. It's a very dry fragrance. It's definitely dry. What I like is that it's not coming off like a syrupy fragrance. And what I definitely like, I will say, I'm not getting some of those like synthetic qualities. Like recently I spoke about Guerlain's Ambre Samar, and there's something synthetic that's very prominent to my nose about that fragrance. This one, I'm not getting that. So even though it's not as dark as I was hoping, not as smoky, I'm not getting a synthetic quality in here, so that's definitely a plus. I am getting a little bit of the smoky birch now that I keep putting my nose to my arm. Maybe as it develops, that slightly smoky birch comes through, but it's nothing super prominent. It's not coming off like a leathery fragrance, in my opinion, as a first impression. Yeah, it's very dry and it's very dusty, and something in here is coming off a little bit green. It's definitely a warm fragrance. It's definitely a dusty, sort of dry fragrance. I find it to be very dry. I like that it's not syrupy and like sticky sweet. It's definitely like a dusty cacao with something almost natural smelling, like a green sort of facet. Anything from the birch, any smokiness, is a hint in the fragrance, I think. It's just a hint. And overall, I think the vanilla does come through, but it's sort of taken in a darker cacao-like direction. And maybe when it dries down, it's going to come off a little bit more resinous from the benzoin in here. So as a first impression, I really do like this. It's not too sweet. It's a little sweeter than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit darker than what it is, but I do like that it's not sticky sweet and vanillic and synthetic smelling. So I do like this. I think it's going to be great as the weather gets a little bit colder. It's sort of a scent profile that I was going for, so I think I did achieve that. So yeah, that's my first impression of Estrella de la Mañana. Let me know in the comments if you guys are familiar with this and what you guys think of this fragrance and the house as a whole. I do want to get my nose on some of their other fragrances. So yeah, this is a nice one. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, your support and your comments. Until next time, bye, guys.